What if tomorrow the supermarkets closed their doors, the banks froze your accounts, the power grid went down, and everything on your phone was worth nothing? Now ask yourself, what do you actually own that no one can take from you? If the answer is unclear, keep watching. Because today we are talking about the one asset that has outlasted every empire, every currency, and every financial system in human history. We are talking about land. Modern civilization runs on extremely thin margins. Most cities have less than 72 hours of food supply at any given moment. 3 days, that is it. Everything you depend on, food, water, energy, medicine, comes from somewhere else, transported by someone else, paid for with a currency that exists only because people agree it has value. Now imagine that agreement breaks down. We are not talking science fiction. We are talking about what happens when financial systems collapse, when geopolitical tensions cut supply chains, or when social order breaks down. History is full of these moments. And in every single one of them, the people who survived best had one thing in common. They had land. In our last video, we talked about silver and why it is one of the smartest ways to preserve your financial value in a collapse scenario. But silver does not feed you. Gold does not give you water. No amount of precious metals grows food, generates energy, or gives you a defensible position. Land does all of that. Land produces food. Land provides water if it has a well, a spring, or a stream. Land generates energy through solar, wood, or biomass. Land offers protection, distance, privacy, and a perimeter you can actually defend. And in a post-collapse world, land gives you something even more powerful: leverage. The person with food and water has negotiating power. The person with a productive property becomes essential to the community around them. This is the advanced prepper triangle: land, gold, silver. Together they form a foundation that no financial crisis can completely destroy. Not all land is created equal. Here is what actually matters. Number 1, your own water source. A borehole, a spring, a river on the property. This is non-negotiable. If you depend on municipal water, you depend on the same system you are trying to escape. Number 2, workable soil. Rocky ground with no agricultural potential is a problem. Number 3, biomass and forest. Trees mean fuel, construction material, and cover. Number 4, solar exposure. Off-grid energy is the backbone of long-term autonomy. Number 5, distance from urban centers, but not complete isolation. You want to be away from the chaos of cities, but a community within reach is an asset. For those of us in Portugal, the interior regions offer extraordinary value. The Alentejo, Beira Interior, Trás-os-Montes. Land that is affordable, fertile, and largely forgotten by the modern economy. That forgotten quality is exactly what makes it valuable. Now let us talk about the mistakes, because they are expensive. Buying land and never going there. Land without maintenance becomes a liability fast. Having no water independence is a failure. Ignoring the local community. In a real collapse, the isolated individual does not survive long. The person who built relationships, who trades fairly, who contributes, that person has a network. And networks are survival infrastructure. Finally, buying land without any agricultural knowledge. You do not need to be a farmer on day one, but you need to start learning now. Skills take time. Start before you need them. You do not need to buy a farm tomorrow. The prepper mindset is about building resilience gradually, with intention and consistency. If you cannot buy land right now, consider renting abandoned agricultural plots. Portugal has thousands of them. Community gardens are another option. Hands-in-soil experience teaches you more than any book. And financially, think in stages. Silver first, accessible and liquid. Gold as your reserve. Land as the long-term goal. The physical foundation of your true independence. Land, gold, and silver. These are not radical ideas. They are the oldest forms of real wealth humanity has ever known. The modern financial system is roughly 70 years old. The land beneath your feet has been here for 4 billion years. Decide which one you trust more. In the next video, we are going to talk about gold, when to buy it, how it differs from silver, and what role it plays in a real collapse scenario. If this video made you think, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe, because on this channel we do not talk about fear, we talk about solutions. I will see you in the next one. Day zero doesn't announce itself, it just arrives. Stay ready.